Hey, what's up guys? This is Two Awesome Men.
And this is our review over Hell or High Water.
Hell or High Water is directed by David Mackenzie.
And it is nominated for 4 Oscars. If we're able to watch all the movies that were nominated for Best Picture this year, there's 9 of them. We're going to have our own video where we pick our favorite to win Best Picture.
I really did love this movie a lot. And one of my favorite parts about this entire movie is the story, which, you know, obviously is a very important part of any movie. And just to kind of summarize what this story is about, it's about 2 brothers who they're trying to make sure to keep this ranch that they own
because their mother died.
And so they're trying to keep it, but they don't have a lot of money. They come from a poor family. They themselves are really poor. So the whole movie is them robbing banks and trying to get money in order to do this. And as they're doing that, they're being followed and chased down by Jeff Bridges and his partner,
who are Texas Rangers.
The acting in this movie was very strong.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely one of the top things about this movie is especially the relationship between Chris Pine and Ben Foster, who play the 2 brothers in this movie, and Jeff Bridges and his partner. Those 2 relationships, they worked really well together in this movie.
Yeah, and one thing I loved about the 2 brothers is how different they actually were. They're completely different people, you know?
Yeah, Ben Foster, his character is the older brother, and he plays sort of a more of a reckless kind of guy. He's sort of a loose cannon. And Chris Pine is more of a calm-minded, he has a bigger heart, and he's more of a nice guy than Ben Foster is.
Yeah, but what the best thing about this movie is, even though they're so different, you can truly see the love that they had for each other because they were brothers. And just speaking about relationships, the other relationship, you know, we brought it up a while ago, was between Jeff Bridges and his partner, whose name is Jill Birmingham. They had really good chemistry all throughout this movie. They were really funny all throughout. They're just spitting jokes at each other, and they didn't come off as forced jokes either just to make us laugh, because this movie is not really a comedy at all. It's a very serious movie, but you also have a comedy, and they really brought that in there.
Yeah, and of course Jeff Bridges uses his country accent that he's been using ever since he played in True Grit, so there's that.
Yeah, and this movie is so well written, and this is a movie that I actually truly understand why it was nominated for Best Movie of the Year, and there's a lot of good things that come from this movie. And as I was saying a while ago about the writing is really good in this movie. The dialogue is fantastic.
Yeah, and in fact, it's actually one of the Oscar nominations that it's nominated for is for the Best Original Screenplay. And I felt like the dialogue, like you said, it was definitely really strong.
But this movie, for me, there's a lot of good shots also. So a big thing to me, and I'm pretty sure a big thing to any film buff, is beautiful shots.
Right.
There was a shot at the very first shot of this movie was probably one of my favorite shots in the whole movie. It was just one big circle, kind of whenever everybody was kind of following it. It's hard to explain, but if you watch this movie, you'll see it.
While I really did enjoy this movie, and I like the story, and I definitely like the dialogue, I felt like this movie felt really generic to me, at least. It felt like a lot of other bank robber movies. It had the same sort of story, same sort of feel to it.
I do disagree with that part about it, because I felt like the movie, a lot of the characters are a lot more different than some. They went a lot more deeper into the characters than some bank robber movies do. But one issue that I had with the movie was, I understand that movies need to be slow sometimes, because sometimes when a movie's slow, it's to build up something. But I feel like a lot of this movie had a lot of slow parts that really didn't need to be that slow.
Yeah, I feel the same way, and even the ending, I won't say anything about the ending, but even the ending felt sort of anticlimactic.
Now guys, I did truly love this movie. I would highly recommend it to anybody. There was just that one it was a little slow, but overall, you know, the slowness, even though it was only a few parts that I feel like shouldn't have been that slow, but overall, I really did love this movie, so I'm going to go ahead and give Hell or High Water an A-.
Like I said, I did like the dialogue, I like the writing, the story was pretty decent. I just felt like it was pretty generic of a movie. So I'm going to give Hell or High Water a B+.
Well guys, thank you so much for watching this review. We really hope you enjoyed it. Also in the comments below, let us know what you thought about this movie, what you thought about this review as well, because we really be interested in knowing what you'll think about it. Also, look down in the description below because I'm going to put a link to our last 2 Oscar-nominated reviews, which is La La Land and Hidden Figures.
And don't forget to follow us on social media. We have a Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at 2 Awesome Men.
And make sure you keep on watching it because we're going to keep on spitting out these Oscar-nominated movies. As a really weird word to use.
Yeah.
So anyways, thank you so much again, and you will see us later.